Dr. Lucy Lowe, this is Mission Control Houston. Please call station for a voice check.
Station, this is Dr. Lucy Lowe. How do you hear me?
We have you loud and clear, Lucy. It's so good to hear your voice.
Peggy, the whole crew, it is fantastic to both see you and hear you today. Greetings, AX4 crew. This is Axiom Space Chief Scientist Dr. Lucy Lowe. I am so excited to talk to you today about the science and technology demonstrations and the research that you guys have been doing on the International Space Station as part of AX4. So, Peggy, it has been such a pleasure watching you guys work through the research on this mission as we continue to expand the community of international scientists around the world that are bringing research onto this incredible, unique orbiting lab. So if you guys weren't scientists before you went up on AX4, then you most certainly are now. So with that, I'm going to go through and ask the team some questions about what you've been up to while you've been busy on this mission. So Peggy, I'm going to start with you. So can you tell us a little bit about some of the breadth of the research that the team has been doing while up on station and some of the research that you've particularly enjoyed?
Well, there's been a lot of research going on up here. Everything including cell biology, cancer research, human physiology, plant growth studies, and in addition to that, technology demonstrations for future spaceflight and exploration. So we are really excited about all the research that has been going on. Axiom 4 is a government-sponsored research mission for a global space community. So not only are we representing the 4 countries here, but we also have an additional 4 countries that we're also supporting, including Hungary, Saudi Arabia, Brazil, Nigeria, UAE. That's more than 4. Okay, but anyway, this partnership really remains strong for our community. It's a strong focus for Axiom Space. And one great example that I'm working on is our partnership with Brazil in enabling further achievements in the ability for a diabetic person to fly in space. We hope that one day we will be able to open up space to people who have diabetes by testing out new technologies and new hardware up here on orbit. And so that's been a really interesting one for me.
That's fantastic. Yes, thank you, Peggy. What a tremendously broad range of science from across the world that you've been doing for us. So thank you on behalf of all the researchers down here. So next, I'm going to move along to Shooks. So Shooks, I know you've been very busy with your research that has been brought up from India. Can you tell me about some of the research you've been doing and why it's been particularly interesting and exciting?
Of course. Thank you so much for your question. I would agree, yes, I have been very busy since the time we have come, doing a lot of research on the station. And I'm very excited, and this mission is actually kind of opening the doors for microgravity or space research for Indian researchers and scientists. And I'm so proud that ISRO has been able to collaborate with national institutions all over the country, and they came up with some fantastic research which I am doing on the station for all the scientists and researchers, and it is exciting. It is a joy to do this, and the research spans various domains, various disciplines, right from doing some stem cell research and to growing some seeds, seeing the effect of microgravity on seeds, also evaluating the cognitive load on astronauts while they are interacting with screens on board the station. So it has been fantastic, and I feel proud to be this kind of bridge between the researchers and the station to conduct this research on behalf of them. One particular research which I am really excited about is the stem cell research, wherein the scientists are trying to explore that whether by adding supplements to the stem cells, is it possible to accelerate the recovery or the growth, or to repair the injury. And it has been great to work in the glove box doing this research for them. And I'm just really excited to be doing this. And I'm extremely proud of all the teams who have worked together to put up this research for us, and just happy to be here doing this for them. Thank you.
Thank you, Shooks. That's fantastic. And thank you for all your hard work doing all of the science in the glove box and for the entire ISRO portfolio. Next, I'll move on to Suave about some of the work you've been doing for both ESA and the Polish Space Agency. What have you been enjoying working on in terms of the science since you got up to orbit?
Hi, Lucy. Great to talk to you, and thank you for the question. I have been enjoying this time tremendously, and I have been working myself as a scientist before, and now I can execute and conduct science for others. So this is a tremendous honor and privilege to be here. Our research spans over many different domains, from human sciences to engineering and physics. Some of the highlights, for me at least, during this time on the ISS, we had a chance to demonstrate the first brain-machine interface in space, where the direct measurement from our brain guided certain actions on the computer, which happened for the first time in space, and this is something I'm really proud of, and I congratulate the scientists on Earth. I've been working on nanomaterials, new technologies that potentially could be new wearable sensors in near future. I have been working as well on radiation research and radiation dosimetry in space, where we took technologies from CERN, my organization, the European Organization for Nuclear Research, through a Polish company that commercializes products now and tests on the International Space Station, which is amazing. Besides all that, a lot of human sciences. So we have been conducting 8 different experiments, from psychology to physiology, which has been so far great. We are more or less mid-mission, and there is still a lot to come that I can't wait to contribute to. Thank you.
Fantastic, Suave. And so, as you point out, you guys have been busy since you got there, but there's still lots to do. So with that, I'd like to ask Tibor about some of the work that he's been doing for the Hungarian portfolio. So Tibor, you've been very busy with some of the research. Can you tell us about some of the work you've been doing?
Hey Lucy, it's great to talk to you, great to hear your voice. As you said, busy, and I believe that rhymes with TB. We have got a great time here, but indeed we have been super busy. We as Hungarians, we brought 25 experiments. All those experiments are coming from Hungarian researchers, companies and universities. Some of them who has been already in the space sector, because we have a 45 years of experiments, experience. I'm so sorry, but also some new players. As you know, part of the Honor program, we are super proud that we could introduce them to this growing space sector. We brought also a variety of research. We brought brain measurements as well. I'm happy to report that I have one. We are investigating a lot of brain activities also in space. And also, as Hungarians, we have a huge space heritage in dosimetry as well. We brought more than 10 dosimeters on board, and it has been a great fun to deal with those. We're also conducting human science, which has been a great part of our mission, you know. And because of that, I'm extremely proud of both of the Honor colleagues and also the researchers who brought these experiments with me on board. It's a huge joy to do this. All the physical experiments that we have been trying to do in space, it was actually extremely big fun. I know that my guys at home, they were watching and cheering us when we were doing our best, especially with Peggy, conducting all those research with so much water on board. And lastly, I would like to also mention one which has been the biggest fun basically for me. Also the biggest fun because it's super surprising. I think I'm taking gardening as a hobby or a plan B after being an astronaut, because I'm happy to report that my radishes and weeds are growing extremely fast, much better than expected, and also the peppers are coming up as well. So we have had a great time here.
That's fantastic, Tibor. It's so great to hear that you've been having fun doing the science, and maybe you guys will have to hold off on eating the peppers and get those results back down to the researchers first. But I could sit here and talk about the science with you guys all day. I'd love to hear more about what you're doing, but I think we might have to save that for when you return back to Earth. So I think we have to round up. So I'm going to thank you again, AX4 crew, for connecting with me today, for all of the hard work that you're doing for researchers across the world, and especially from the countries from which you've come from. We know how grateful they are for all your hard work. And everything you're doing right now is opening the door for more scientists and researchers in futures around the world to contribute to and advance really exciting and important and groundbreaking research in microgravity. So again, thank you. And with that, we'll see you back in Houston.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Lucy, for taking the time to share our research with the world. We really appreciate it because we're very excited by it. Thank you. Take care. We'll see you.
Station, this is Houston ACR. Thank you. That concludes the event.
Thank you to all participants. Station, we are now resuming operational audio communication.